Welcome to Another Code Recollection, the remake of two separate Another Code games, Another Code 2 Memories on the DS and Another Code R on the Wii. The Wii game never released in the States, so this is actually the first time that game has come over this way. I've played through the DS portion of this, but not the Wii portion, so I think we'll be able to get through the DS portion before I hit Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Um, but we'll see kind of what happens here time-wise. I intend to at least finish the DS remake as a part of a stream at least. So, I never actually played the DS game, but I know the creators are also the ones who did Hotel Dusk, the I Found a Paperclip meme game, which is also a pretty fun little DS adventure game. And this game's neat. I have a couple gripes with it. Namely some bad leaning towards puzzle solutions that they don't really explain, and a very slow pace to start with. But it's also a really chill game, which I think is fun in its own way. And the only other gripe I have is that sometimes the game will not... like, Ashley, our main character, will not note that there's a puzzle in the room, but me, the player, has noticed there's a puzzle in the room, and I can't interact with it until Ashley, the character, has decided to confirm that it's a puzzle. So, some minor issues, but nothing too big. I think it's a really gorgeous game with some really fun visuals and an interesting, dramatic story that is not unlike the live-action Casper movie.
Thomas, why?
So, you know.
Father?
Also takes place in a small
Hurry,
rural
Ashley. Hide.
town called Seattle.
What do you hope to accomplish? Mommy?
Two memories. A lot of the themes around this game are about memories. Sort of how that affects you as a person. Dealing with trauma in a way. Seattle made up? Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of it.
If I follow this path, I can get to the mansion.
The best thing I think about this remake, other than all the visuals and such, is they added in sort of quality of life puzzle features, where if you get lost, Salem's Tale just hit the microphone, by the way. If you get lost or you're not sure where to go, there's built-in hint mechanics as well as direct go here mechanic. And I think that's really good in a way, because some of the puzzles are a little obtuse. It also does some fun things with like gyro if you're in handheld mode.
No going back now.
You could very easily tell it's
What
a
should I
DS
do?
game. So I'm glad they kept some of those in. Apparently they cut one of the DS puzzles though. A quote-unquote infamous one I was looking up. Yeah, navigation assist. That's the tell you where to go feature. Hints are if you don't know what to do, this will give you progressive hints. Going from less detail to more detail about how to complete the puzzle. You can turn those on and never utilize them if you don't press the minus symbol. So, like, these are totally valid to be left on. I've played the game now, so I don't know if I necessarily need that. But I did use the hint feature a couple times. I think it's a valid thing to use.
Huh.
The other biggest thing I can say about this game is that you should not be afraid to just look at everything in a room. If there's something to interact with, you should probably interact with it. And there's not really a lot of like pixel hunting, but there are some kind of out of place things you should look at.
This is the way to the mansion.
They also do this kind of weird like forward story bit here for some reason. To sort of introduce you as a tutorial. Finding items. So like right here's a board. If you want, you can also set up autoplay on text boxes. So you can press A to skip dialogue and go through it quickly, or you can just sort of let it play out like a visual novel. Which I think is a nice touch. They really did a good job of just sort of giving you a lot of options for how you want to play. Oh, puzzle. Perfect.
All right.
Alright,
Now I
Salem
can get
has
across.
decided I can look at the television again. I don't think this is necessarily a game for everybody, but people that are
What's
into
this?
DS-style adventure games, or even just slow story games, I think we'll get a real kick out of this.
Edward. The captain mentioned that name.
I could see why it's sort of a small cult classic anyways.
What?
I think this is the same company that also did Little King Story, the Pikmin-like. Meet with D. Alright, we're about to meet the D. At some point. Yeah, y'all gotta stop be, you know, don't be wilding out there when we meet the D, alright?
Ashley.
So this is one of the 2 memories that we're solving in another code 2 memories.
Dad.
Ashley's memory is one of them. About
Hey.
what happened on a traumatic night.
Look alive. We're almost there.
Meow? What does that mean?
Uh,
Oh. You like your dinner, bud? Good boy.
Whoa.
The other thing is because the DS game
So that's Blood Edward Island?
was largely text.
Right you are, miss.
This is the first time I think that this game's had any voice
That's our
acting.
destination.
That's another, like, huge benefit of this remake.
Used to get more than 2 visitors at once. Not much call for a ferryman there now. Anyway, your business is your own, of course. But I'm sure curious what calls you out here.
The day before my 14th birthday started off pretty bad.
On the boat, the waters were calm. But inside, I felt tossed in a storm. I was so excited, but also lost and angry. I've never felt so torn apart. Who could blame me? I mean, my dad. I always thought he was dead. But he's alive!
That's pretty messed up. Cat, what are you doing? The one big thing about this company's art style too. Is a lot of their video games had very hand-drawn art with sketchy looking style to it. This game kind of keeps some of that, but it's not really in the art direction of the game itself, I would say. Also, this kind of reminds me of like Wind Waker shading a bit. Not so much of the water, but some of the characters. Very pretty game. My volume's low? I can fix that. How's that? I've been messing with my mic lately, so... As per usual, the audio is always a problem.
Dad.
Can lower the game a bit, too. Maybe like there?
Jessica! Hey!
Here, I'll enable autoplay.
Oh, good. You're awake. Come feel the breeze. It's nice.
Yeah, nice.
What's wrong? Feeling seasick?
Nah, I'm alright.
Are you sure?
I love what they're doing with this, like,
Let me
live
guess.
comic panel
You
thing.
had the dream again?
Yeah. I don't know why I keep having it. It always ends the same. And no matter how hard I try, I can't remember Dad's face.
Don't rack your brain too hard. You were so little back then. Besides, you'll see him in person soon. So cheer up.
I guess. Jessica is Dad's little sister. She's all the family I have left.
She's raised me since I was little. And on a high school chem teacher's
This
salary.
is the art style I'm kind of talking about. Like, painterly, hand-drawn, sketchy
Don't get me
style.
wrong, she's been really nice. She always considers what's best for me and helps me out when I need it. Now, though, I don't know. Why did you never tell me Dad was alive? Why have you been lying to me all this time?
I mean... I promised your dad.
Promised him what?
It was 11 years ago.
I love these transitions. It's so cool.
Richard showed up one day, holding you. You just turned 3. It was so sudden, I could tell something was wrong. He said, "Look after her. I'll be back for her someday. But until you hear from me again, it's best if you tell her I'm dead."
What an asshole. How could he?
Why would he say that?
He didn't tell me.
Yeah, 0 out of
I
10
bet he wanted
dad.
nothing to do with me after Mom died.
Real Mishima, parenting
No.
over here.
It wasn't like that.
Oh,
My brother's a good man. Please trust that he had his reasons. He's not the kind of man who'd abandon his child if there was any other option. I remember the warmth in his eyes as he looked at you. When I saw that, I knew I had to take care of you until he came back home. I'm so sorry, Ashley. I wanted to tell you sooner.
I received a package a few days ago. It didn't say who it was from. But there were 2 things inside. A letter from Dad,
A wolf that goes
who I
honk
thought
shoo,
died
and a
when I
wolf
was
that goes
3.
honk me 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 me.
And this strange device that looks like a game system. Now here I am, rereading the letter on a boat with my aunt, heading to Blood Edward Island,
Or is
where
an
my dad is supposed
oddly
to be
shaped
waiting.
game system, huh? Could look like anything. Maybe a Nintendo Swatch, maybe?
so what was he like? My dad.
Well, Richard is a brilliant neuroscientist.
He is a neuroscientist? Like, he studied brains?
Yeah, and I bet he made that device he sent you.
So this is the
Really?
dialogue system.
He made this? Okay, that's kind of amazing. What exactly did he study?
His focus was on memory.
Memory. Huh.
He worked for a leading neuroscience research center. Talented scientists from all over the world came together there. He met a scientist from Japan, and they fell in love. Before long, they got married.
You're talking about...
Right, Sayoko. She was your mother.
Mother. So, essentially you just have to get through the entire dialogue tree. This is a very visual novel. But you can pick the order if you want.
So, Dad sent me this. It says D-A-S.
Das. What do you think that stands for?
Dunno. What's his camera icon?
Camera? I think the original DS game was for DSi, maybe? It was definitely just DS, at least. I don't know if it had DSi support. But at the very least, they added camera functionality if it wasn't. Dads all suck? That makes
works.
sense. That makes sense.
Now, how do I look at the picture I took?
This is a neat little feature they added to
Not
the
bad.
game.
Could
At
you take
least.
one of
I don't know if
me
this is
next?
part of the remake specifically, but you
Sorry,
can take pictures
but
of
no. You're the only
screens
one who can
for
use that
puzzles,
thing.
for instance,
What? Why?
and then
I had spent some time
pull them
fiddling
up
with
when
it
you're
after
trying
it
to solve the
arrived.
puzzle later on.
Seems like it's key to your
Makes it
genetic
easy to put
data
pieces
using
together without
biometrics.
having to have an out-of-game screenshot tool. Or keeping, you know, extensive written notes.
Can you tell me more about Mom?
Sayoko had a powerful mind and an equally powerful will. She had beautiful eyes, too. And that's where you get yours. They look just like hers.
That's not what I mean. I want to hear real stuff.
Like, what?
Just tell me the truth about her. Whatever it is, I can handle it. And I won't be mad. I just want to know about Mom. I always thought Mom died along with Dad. Since it turns out Dad's alive, that means Mom is too,
Surely Wimplo.
right? Is she on the island with him? You can tell me.
Ashley, that's something you'll have to ask Richard about. He'll get all the answers you're looking for when you meet him.
Great, thanks. What tricks?
Biometric systems read a person's unique attributes. They can use those unique identifiers.
It's set up with two
as a sort
Joy-Cons
of
on the side. I think
key.
that's really cute.
Your DAS seems to have a system like that built in. Meaning it won't work for anyone but you.
Huh. So, it'll only work for me.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're almost there.
God, touchscreen analog sticks though? Yuck. Come on, Dad. Was this an iPhone? Playing an emulator? Of Super Castlevania 4? And having a bad time? Alright, so this is Rogueport, where we'll meet all of our cool Paper Mario friends. Wait. You can turn on auto dialogue for investigating stuff too, but it takes forever, so generally a bad idea, in my opinion.
He's not here.
Wasn't someone supposed to meet you here?
Strange. I wonder if something came up. Richard should be here.
Classic dad. Didn't even show
I
up.
changed my mind. I'm not going.
Ashley.
Why isn't Dad here? He's the one who told me to come to this island. So where is he? What? Is he too busy? I bet he doesn't want to see me after all.
Excuse me? No offense, but I have other passengers today. I'm going back to the mainland in a bit, if that's all right with you.
Yes, that's fine.
Well then, I'll be back by evening to pick you up as planned.
Got it. Thank you. Why don't you wait here? I'll go find your father. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Right back.
Your mom looked worried.
Jessica's not my mom.
What is she then? Your sister?
No, Jessica's my aunt. She raised me. My dad bailed. Left me with her. I thought he was dead until I got this letter.
Hold on now.
What?
Look, I drive a boat.
It's clear you're working
I don't
through some
want to. I
things
don't want
right
to know
now.
any of this shit.
And I'm not one to meddle in other people's business.
I got hopping style. All right. I
Are you
don't.
sure you wouldn't rather go off with your aunt?
It doesn't matter.
So long as we're waiting, why don't we have a
Yeah.
little
Look, I'm not
chat,
qualified to handle this. All right.
Sure, but what's there to chat about?
Well, we could talk about this island.
I like how this captain's
Can we
trying
talk
to have a
about
conversation.
You?
Ask away. I'll answer whatever I can.
No one lives here, right?
Not these days.
So there used to be people here.
They say it was once home to a family of rich folks. But the patriarch got sick and things went from bad to worse.
Why? What happened?
Most of the family died, one right after the next.
How did they die?
Couldn't tell you.
Look, I'm not
Was it
qualified to
one
answer.
big tragedy or a bunch of little accidents?
Hold on now. I get that it can be tempting to dig into something like this.
Look,
But
this ain't
take
no
a lesson from
story
me.
puzzle game.
Don't
kid.
go meddling in other people's business. Even if you got to the bottom of it all, what do the dead care? Anyway, the whole thing drove what was left of them away. So now the place is deserted. Some heartless folks started calling it blood-soaked Edward Island. But I guess that doesn't quite roll off the tongue, because now it's just Blood Edward Island.
Well, that explains that. Do you come to this island a lot?
Hardly. It's rare that anyone feels the need to come out this way. Though, I did recently ferry a tall blonde man here.
Wait, really? When was this? What was his name?
Aren't we a nosy one?
I mean, this could be my dad we're talking about.
Sorry, miss, but that's all you're getting out of me. I don't talk about my passengers, and I'll hold firm on that.
Okay. So, how long have you been a captain?
Since well before you
I
were
like
born.
this guy.
Cool. That long, huh? Why a captain? Was it your childhood dream?
Who can say?
Didn't you ever want to be anything else?
Maybe so. Can't say for sure. It's been quite a while since I thought about it.
Huh. Is it normal to forget the past as you get older?
Nah. You forget what you want to forget.
Isn't there anything you want to hold on to?
Of course there is. Your heart keeps all the really precious memories locked away.
The heart remembers, huh?
Right. You might think those important memories are lost. But your heart can always set a course back to them.
All right.
Isn't that your aunt?
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Shouldn't you go?
Right. See you later.
Okay, so that's basically the intro to the game. Kind of a bit of a long visual novel-like intro. Who's that mysterious shadow? Dad? We don't remember Dad's face. It could be Dad. Who is she meeting? That's the real question. And where did she go?
Huh? What the? Don't tell me it's locked. Yep, just my luck.
Alright, we gotta find a key. What? He left?
He left.
That's what I said.
He actually left me here. Now what?
Huh.
Well, doesn't this suck? Stupid old stool. Why am I just sitting here? I need to hurry and find Jessica. Huh?
There's a fairy in there. I know that noise.
What's that jingling?
Alright, so here's our first puzzle. Well, second puzzle if you count the bridge. So in handheld mode, you can actually kind of like maneuver left to right on this puzzle to kind of see around the struts of the stool. Aries there just jingling keys off screen. See, making a lot of sense there. Making a lot of sense. In this mode, I think there is still gyro support. Yeah, see, like, you can see the holes. But trying to do this with a Pro controller is a little funky, I gotta say. Jiggle a little bit. Yeah. There we go. Alright, that's it, isn't it? There we go. It works way better in handheld mode.
Nice. Got it.
That's the only puzzle like that in the whole game, though. Maybe there's more in the Wii sequel remake, but...
But what's this key for?
Alright, let's open the DAS. Right now, all we can do is take a photo and look at an album. You can also mass delete photos quickly if you're taking a bunch. And then, of course, we can also investigate items in our inventory. Really kind of take a look at them. Not really sure what these bears are. L and J.
Yes. Jessica must be up ahead.
Alright, and then this will take us basically to where the tutorial was originally. For all the plot.
Jessica.
In the DAS, as you play through the game, it has character interactions and sort of info about every character in this cool map. With these nice hand-drawn, hand-painted art pieces. But these will update to say your current feelings about those characters and information you know about them as you play through, and they're constantly updating as you find new information. It's a neat little addition. Helps keep track of the story a bit. We don't know our father's face, so blank there. Some sort of a mine. Gold mine? What if that's just his face? Yeah, that's true, it could be.
Sure are.
A lot of old buildings.
That's...
Is that good?
Was that a scream?
What was that?
Jessica! Jessica! this path. I can get to the mansion.
Here's the bridge from the tutorial.
I made it.
There we go. We saw that grave on the other side, but we never could get close to it before the tutorial ended.
Huh?
So, let's look at it now. Only Edward family members permitted past this point. Cool.
Oh. Is this what I think it is?
There's some dogs barking outside. This is where they're telling you, hey, you can take pictures of things to solve puzzles.
Huh.
Hummingbird lock. So let's take a look at this puzzle. So it has different clovers on it. And it looks like there's 3 of them between 2 hummingbirds. And we saw these gravestones with hummingbirds on them.
Huh?
So there's Henry, Lawrence, and Thomas. All in 48, by the looks of it. Two of them are missing pieces where it shows the clover, though. So we're gonna have to look around for those. Here's one.
Huh? What? Whew. Huh?
William Wells.
Huh.
Hmm. Alright, so that should let us solve the puzzle.
Oh. Oh.
So the lock should be vertical 2, a 4-leaf clover, and then horizontal 2. I don't think you actually have to solve that in order to answer the puzzle, but...
Nice. It's open. Huh? Not going anywhere with this rock in the way. Am I gonna have to move this thing by myself?
So you'd kind of think this would be a puzzle, but... Turns out you could just move this thing by yourself.
So heavy.
D.
D. Is this someone's grave? It looks different from the others. Now what? What? Is someone there?
You.
Who said that? Stop hiding!
You can hear what I say?
Of course I can hear you! Quit playing around! This isn't funny!
I'm not playing.
If you're easily spooked, look away. Spooky ghost. Ah! I didn't look away.
So... Excuse me,
What do you want?
I just want to know your name.
Ashley.
Your name is, Ashley?
No. Just Ashley. Ashley Mizuki Robbins.
So I should call you Ashley.
Please don't hurt me. I don't want to die. I'm still young.
Don't be afraid, Ashley. I don't mean you any harm. Please, open your eyes. Look at me.
Okay. I'm opening my eyes and I'm seeing a ghost?
Ah!
Ashley, can you see me?
Ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not just saying so?
I said I see you. You can see me. Oh no, now it's laughing. Why is the ghost laughing? Why is there a ghost to begin with? I'm so freaked out right now. What's so funny?
I'm laughing because I'm happy.
About what?
I've been waiting so long for this. So long. For someone like you.
What do you mean, someone like me?
All this time, I've been hoping for someone who could see me.
Well, you got your wish. A person who can see you. And that's a big problem for me. I never wanted to meet I mean, you're totally a
ghost?
Ghost!
I was afraid you'd say that.
Don't be afraid. My name is...
This is kind of why I mean this game's just really
it's
chill.
D.
D?
Even finding
Kind
a
of a
ghost
weird name
actually
for a
just like,
ghost,
oh
isn't
no, a ghost! It's very
I
spooky.
can't believe it. I'm really talking to a ghost. I bet this is all because I moved that rock. It probably disturbed the ghost's resting place. Man, what am I gonna do?
That's not quite right. What? That's not my grave. My body isn't buried under that stone.
Huh.
It isn't?
I've been here for a long time, but no one's ever noticed me. I've been alone for so long.
If you catch
been
enough
here all
of
along?
those leaves, you can get a duck for duck racing. Pro tip.
Yes, you're not the first to visit this spot. But none of the others ever realized I was here.
Why not?
I don't know. But you're finally here. The first person who can see me. That's why I know you're the one.
The one?
The one who can help me regain my memories.
The two memories. So the second memory is D's memories. Almost like D's nuts. Oh shit. Oh, anyway. Seen the scam before. Next he'll be asking for Amazon gift cards.
Regain your memories.
Yeah. No, I've seen this.
Actually,
I've seen it.
I don't remember anything about my life. Not a single thing. Who I am, how I died. It's all a blank to me. I think that's why I'm still here. Why I've been cursed to wander here for so long.
How long are we talking here?
57 years.
So as a reminder, this takes
If I
place
haven't
in
lost count.
2005.
You've been here for 57
Most of the graves are
years?
for 48.
Is it that surprising?
Yeah, because 57 years is
That
old enough to
implies
be a
D also
grandpa.
died when those other
I
three people
suppose
died.
That's true.
It's also a really long time to be alone. I can't imagine.
Or at least in the same year.
Yeah. That's why it's so important that I regain my lost memories. I want to get back all I've lost.
I can kind of sympathize. About not remembering stuff, I mean. But you can't remember anything at all, D? Not even a single detail?
There is something. It's not much, but it's there.
Something?
What do you remember?
I remember that someone once called me D. And this mark on my chest.
What is that anyway?
It's the last thing I ever saw. It was burnt into my mind at the moment of my death. The mark is my biggest clue. If I figure out what it is, I may understand how and why I died. I have to know, Ashley. I need to get my memories back.
When I
Searching
played through
this
this the
island
first
is my
time, I don't
best
think I
chance,
actually
but I
understood what
need your
that
help.
mark was, but now I do. Now that it's
You?
being retold to
But-
me.
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know if I can do anything to help.
I think you can. If nothing else, you can see and hear me. I waited 57 years for that much. Please, Ashley. Help me remember.
D,
I got my own shit
what
to
should I
do.
do? I don't want to just leave him here. But I've got my own problems.
Yeah,
I
right?
need to find Jessica. And I've got to be back at the dock tonight for my ride home. Plus, on top of all that, I still really want to see my dad. Listen, D, I came to this island to see my dad. The same dad that Jessica's been telling me was dead all my life.
Your father? Dead?
I got mad at Jessica. Then she went off by herself, and now I'm all alone. I should have been honest and told her I want to see my dad.
Dad.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, I need to go see him. So, sorry, D. I can't help you. I just don't have time.
And that's where the game ends. So that was it. That was another code. Thanks for...
Father.
D, is something wrong?
Father?
We got the bad ending.
I grew up in this house.
Father.
You okay?
I
Uh-huh.
D? Weird. Is he mad at me? But it's not my fault. I have to find Jessica.
Here goes.
Cool. Made it to the mansion grounds.
All right, I should be able to get into the mansion from here.
This game actually does have a bad ending if you don't look at enough stuff to help both characters remember everything in their past. I'm not sure what that bad ending looks like, because I got a good ending when I played through this.
Huh?
But
What's that
it
sparkle?
does exist if you're not thorough.
These are... Jessica's glasses!
This whole thing I think is kind of funny because of the way Ashley responds to this.
That must mean Jessica made it here after all.
It's really weird. Well, clearly Jessica made it. Her glasses. Doesn't she need those to see? Like, well, at least?
Another locked door. Now what?
I think later on she
These are
calls them
some
Jessica's
intense
favorite
door
glasses.
knockers.
And I'm like, what?
Ashley,
Yeah, people drop their glasses all the time, especially after screaming
D?
and disappearing.
So, this is where you went. What happened? You just up and disappeared. I thought you were mad at me.
mad? Why would I be mad?
Because
Could be
I said
reading
I couldn't
glasses in
help
our
you.
prescription. I was thinking it was just like glasses she
Oh,
wore just because she
no.
liked the look of glasses.
I wasn't angry.
But
What
also,
you said helped me
that's
remember
weird.
something. That memory led me here.
As someone who has worn glasses for a significant portion
So
of
what did you
their
remember?
life.
My father. I remembered a bit about him. It's been so long since I could remember anything at all. But then you spoke of wanting to see your dad. When I heard that, a few things suddenly came back to me. I know I was with my father when I first came to this mansion.
Yeah, my vision's awful without glasses too. I'm very nearsighted. Like if I take my glasses off, I can read this if I squint. But even like from where I'm sitting to maybe a foot to where my TV is, it's blurry.
Then, were you a visitor here? Like me? Where were you and your dad from originally?
That... I don't know. Although...
And I have a really hard time seeing
I'm starting
faces
to
from a
remember
distance
a little
without
bit
my
about
glasses.
my time at the mansion. I thought seeing the inside of it might jog my memory more. Can you open this door?
I can't. I already tried, it's locked. I was hoping to get inside so I can look for Jessica.
You mentioned this Jessica before. Who is she?
She's my aunt. She raised me. She may be in trouble somewhere inside. Wait, aren't you a ghost? Can't you pass through walls?
Hey, wait a minute.
Nope. I can't even wiggle the door knockers.
I grew up in this house. Fortunately for us, I know the secret to these door knockers.
Wow. That's right, Professor. It reminds me
I
of a
just
puzzle.
remember what my father said about this door.
You can't
Did
read
do something
highway
about
signs
this
even from a
door
remotely safe
specifically?
distance. Yeah, I can't like read the
Yeah,
sign, but I know what it is
I
if I don't have my
remember now.
glasses.
He said,
You know,
I know the secret to
safety.
these door knockers.
I don't drive without my glasses.
Ashley,
I used to run outside without my
if you can
glasses, but
figure
I
out
kept
the
tripping
secret,
on
we can get inside.
sidewalk
You want
cracks,
me to figure it out?
like ones that weren't level. So now I wear my glasses when I go outside to exercise.
Hey, Dee, I know you have trouble remembering things, but... Does this remind you of anything?
This is another puzzle where you can't do the puzzle until the game decides that it's time.
Let's see.
So you have to talk to D before it'll
Oh,
let you actually do the
right.
puzzle, even if you've solved it.
Come along this way. Let's get ourselves inside.
You have to see this cutscene before the game will let you. Which basically just tells you the solution.
The secret to these door knockers.
And I would have preferred, because that feels like an in-game hint, like the hint system, but it's explicitly just the solution. Jessica's favorite glasses. They don't look broken. Great. Let's look at her favorite glasses. Yep, those are glasses. I've never really tried the no frame on top of the lenses. Doesn't look bad though. And of course our DAS got updated with information on D, who is right now an unknown entity. Frameless bottoms. That doesn't sound bad either. Right now I have these round glasses that I've been trying. They're more ovally than round really, but I wanted the black, but I didn't want like the thick hipster black that I used to have, just to try something different. I like these, but the problem is when I got these, I had two different people call them Harry Potter glasses, and then I realized I made a huge mistake. And they're not, to be clear. They're definitely a different shape, but god damn it. So yeah, the puzzle is obviously there's two hummingbirds on the door, a silver and a gold one. And then there's this walkway that shows the hummingbirds on the left and the right. Yeah. And then it's right, left, both. So right, left, right, both. There we go. Yeah, the intolerant wizard glasses. Oh boy. I want to be associated with that.
Oh.
Great.
Well, what do you know?
I think they look kind of good. I might go back to the thick hipster glasses, though. I kind of like those anyway.
Jessica's gotta be somewhere inside. Dad too, I guess. Huh? What's wrong, Dee?
I've waited for this moment for so long. I can't help being nervous. Pardon?
Whoever heard of a nervous ghost?
I guess that is a little funny.
You're the least scary ghost I've ever met. Hey, Dee.
That's like when I tell Salem he's
How
the
about we team
cutest
up?
cat in the room.
I think I can help get your memories back. And in return, will you help me find Jessica?
Yes, that's fair.
Then into the mansion we go. What could scare the two of us together?
Right.
The mansion's where it kind of actually starts to open up
Can't
more,
believe I've made friends with a ghost. What a day.
as far as exploration goes.
We're
This beginning
friends.
is just
Aren't we?
really slow, I think,
You're
for
right.
the pacing.
Friends it is.
It's good backstory and stuff.
Glad to
but
hear it. Come on, Dee.
It doesn't really give you a lot of room to kind of like
I made a
play,
friend.
I guess. It's important to set up the mystery. But yeah, I wish that first chapter was a little bit quicker. Not really much you can do to speed it up.
Hello? Is anyone in here?
Oh.
Jessica? Can you hear me? Come on, Jessica! I guess no one's here. But Jessica's gotta be around here somewhere. She's probably with Dad. Wait, Dee?
I hate when I lose my D. You went to go look at this painting.
What a huge painting. Do you remember something about him?
Welcome.
Nope.
Huh. Who is this? There's a name. Lawrence Edward. Patriarch. So this is the guy that owned this place.
Ashley, this man,
Welcome! Got a great selection of things on sale, stranger.
he's my great-grandfather.
Oh,
So
What are you
part of the
buying?
family that owned this
Yeah.
house? The Edwards?
odd line read.
Did you used to live here?
No. I came here with my father. To visit my great-grandfather. He was very ill. And then...
A Tojo clan subsidiary? Yeah. God, I'm excited to get
song.
to Infinite Wealth.
Huh?
That's right. When we arrived, I heard someone playing the loveliest song on the piano.
A piano?
Let's look around and see if we can find one. I'll come with you.
Oh.
Alright, we got some information on our DAS. Talking about finding D. Jessica's glasses. Her favorite pair. I'm not scared of D anymore. I think this is a really cool feature of like introducing characters to the plot and just trying to figure out like how they all interact together, how they fit into the story. It's neat. Yeah, I'd like to play through Infinite Wealth right now, but if I start it and then I also start Final Fantasy, I'm gonna have a really bad time, I think. It's too much.
It's a
Their combat
piano.
systems are also like close enough, but different enough to constantly screw me up.
Is this the piano you were talking about?
I think...
D?
Hello. You must be the guest Papa told me about.
Franny.
What?
I remember, Ashley.
Oh, you did
The person
4
playing the piano?
Yakuzas all
It was
together?
Franny.
Yeah, I was worried about burnout too. Some of the grinding in 7 was already kind of getting on my nerves.
Who's Franny?
A girl who used to live here.
She used to live here. Were you related?
I'm not sure. It was Franny who used to call me Dee. This house is where we first became friends.
Yeah? That's great. I'm glad you remembered something. Forgetting all your friends sounds so sad.
Yeah. You're right.
It is sad. Haha. There's a spot for sheet music. This is obviously a puzzle of some kind. But it is not one that we can interact with currently. So let's look around a bit. E.
There's a key.
Let's look for a place to use it.
E.
What's wrong? Hey.
Dad.
Got some item. This is a neat little mechanic that they also
What's
added.
this?
These little origami
It's
cranes.
an origami crane.
Now, if you know Heavy Rain,
Origami?
Yeah.
it means there's a
It's made
killer
of
afoot.
paper. My mom would make these for me all the time when I was a baby. I don't really remember myself, but Jessica told me about it.
The origami killer.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a QR code
I
crane.
wonder who made
Yep,
this one.
absolutely.
Is the DAS reacting?
And just like a QR code, the DAS can scan the origami QR code crane.
Hmm? Hmm?
Hmm. In the words of David Cage, that's what we call a red herring. Hey, what's up, Ball? Good to see you, Inferno. Ba ba ba. Playing through some Another Code 2 Memories right now, the DS remake. So these are just kind of like fun little bonuses. Give you little story bits about... Specifically, Another. I worked on the stool in my spare time developing the Another. So that was the stool we found outside. What is Another? So Another Code is a DS game, Another Code 2 Memories, which is an adventure game that came out in like 2004. And sort of a little bit of an obscure cult classic DS title. Half visual novel, half point-and-click adventure. They had a Wii sequel that only came out in Europe on PAL regions. And then this is the Switch collection that remade the DS game into a full 3D title instead of just like a text-based game, mostly. Or text and like clicking. And then they also remade the Wii game sequel to release it in the States. I think that's all that's in this room. Oh. Unless I can look at this. Sometimes looking at paintings and such is useful for getting extra information, even like puzzle solutions. Extra lore. More importantly...
No good.
That door's locked.
Something wrong?
Jessica isn't here either. Where could she be?
Our aunt, who took us to this island to meet our father, who we thought was dead, because he told her to tell us it was better that he was dead than alive, at the young age of 3, has gone missing with her glasses outside of the mansion, the abandoned mansion, after a scream. And our father is nowhere to be seen. That's the current plot. And also there's a ghost following us. Is this the E door? Yes.
Yes!
For east, I take it? This came out in January, like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, it's a hallway. Looks like it leads to more rooms. If only there... But I guess we'll just have to search the rooms one by one.
So the rooms have crests on them. This is a 3-leaf clover.
No good, huh? Sorry.
These all have significance to specific people that use these rooms.
Franny.
Yeah, this game's really good.
This was Franny's room.
I played through this DS version of the
wow.
remake, but I haven't
Really?
played through the Wii version yet.
Ashley,
So
open this
I'm familiar
door.
with this, at
I
least.
feel like I'm about to remember something.
Got it. But I wonder if it's...
Is it locked? Yeah, it's locked.
Yep. Locked.
Alright. So that's Franny's room. Here's a sprout.
D.
No.
Alright, all the rooms on this floor are locked, except for maybe this one? That's the
no
courtyard.
good.
Nope. So down a floor. This will take us back to where the piano room was eventually. Should be at the end of the hall. Actually. Yeah, no map yet. Try this room then. We'll have to find keys for the rooms upstairs.
So many paintings.
But no Jessica.
D? Something up? Did you remember something?
Some nice paintings, honestly. I guess they did sculpting too? Sure. Why not?
Hey,
What is it?
But
see
our
a
main
picture
character
that Papa drew?
Ashley
I'll
has
show you, but it'll be our secret, okay,
lost
Dee?
some of her memories, and this is the ghost of D, who has also lost his memory about what happened the night he died.
It's Franny.
Ashley's mom got
Ashley. It's Franny.
killed or is dead,
Uncle Henry drew this.
Uncle Henry?
and she keeps going back
Yeah.
to a dream of her in a
Franny's
closet that
papa.
night.
So Franny's dad
Hearing
is
it.
Henry, and the kid in this picture is Franny. But it's a little rough, so it's hard to be sure.
Franny grabbed my hand and pulled me into this room. She showed this to me and said that her dad was a great artist. She said she asked him to draw a picture of me, too. After that, we went into the yard. There was a puppy.
And then I found $5.
Seeing Dee so happy, talking about his memories with Franny, it's a little, well, weird. Dee was with Franny, the girl in this old drawing. And that same boy is here with me. Right now.
I don't think I looked out here when I played this first.
Dee, look.
What is it?
You can see the ocean. It's so pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
That kind of looks like
Jessica
where the
and I
painting
came
was
here on a
made.
boat. Maybe you and your dad.
Came by boat as well. Could be.
You'd have to, right? When I first saw the island from the boat, I felt something.
What did you feel?
I didn't get it at the time, but I think I do now. At least a little.
What is it?
It's about meeting my dad. I just kept thinking, what do I do if he's a jerk?
Are you scared of that?
Maybe. A little.
Yo, they got chocolate?
Huh. This paper looks new. I wonder who the girl is. Maybe it's Franny?
No. I don't think so. This girl? She looks a little like you.
Huh? Wait. It couldn't be. Did my dad draw this picture of me?
What's wrong? Aren't you happy?
Does he think I look like this? Well, it's not very accurate. Oh no.
What is it?
What if Dad doesn't even recognize me?
Look down a bit.
What's this?
Another.
What?
And Psycho.
Huh?
So that's her mother and father. Why would your dad be making these drawings of you? It is weird, huh? Chocolate.
Huh.
Huh? Nuh-uh. Huh.
That looks similar to the ashtray we found earlier. As an aside. I think that's everything in this room that we need to look at. We got that piece of paper. And some information about Franny.
What do you think this room was for?
Speaking of.
Hey.
No good, huh?
There's a QR crane over here. Very good. Talking about the patriarch. He's distrustful, unable to open his heart. But the butler was somebody he trusted.
Who's this?
You mustn't enter my quarters at your whim.
Art room reminds you of your grandma's art room. Art rooms... Oh man, I wish I had an art room.
Something the matter?
I just remembered something.
It's a really kind of
This was Wells's
creative,
room.
interesting place.
Wells?
Wells is the name of one of the graves we saw in the cemetery.
He was the butler of this mansion. He found me in here once and said to me, "Butlers safeguard all manner of important items for the people of their houses. So you mustn't enter my quarters at your
Alright, have a good
whim."
one, man. Thanks for stopping by.
I wonder what sort of
Good to see you, of course.
important items he was looking after.
It was keys. Wells held every key for the mansion.
They might be helpful for finding Jessica. Let's look around for them.
Here's a plate.
Oh.
Dee?
So that plate, I think... I don't know if we need to look around in the room more, but it's very clearly for here.
Oh.
Huh.
That's weird. Hey.
Alright, so now we can pick up the plates that we already knew was a puzzle, but the game didn't tell us was a puzzle.
Dee!
Yeah.
I don't like how it like forces you to do
Alright.
things in a specific order sometimes. Master Henry and Thomas. So these are the two boys. Also graves in the cemetery. So our main puzzle right now is to find these plates, of which I've already found. I just couldn't pick them up earlier. Let's go back and pick up those plates. There's one in the art room. And one in the piano room.
Yeah.
All right.
This is...
That's... She's...
Hurry, Ashley. Hide.
Right. I remember who said that.
It was Mom.
The woman in the photo is your mother? That must mean the baby is...
Yeah. It's me. This must be Dad's photo.
And we haven't gone to the end of the hall yet. Let's do that. There should be the door right outside the piano room. Or right inside the piano room, I should say. The one that was locked. Yeah, there we go.
Ashley. Hey.
There we go. Alright, so back to Wells' room. I'm not sure exactly what the solution was to, like, how to put these plates on here. I think I remember.
Alright.
They don't actually explain a solution, if I recall. But there's a hint with the one on the right. It's like a slightly larger, more decorated plate. So
Wow.
you can kind of just imply that it's left to right with bigger to smaller. Or not imply, but guess, I suppose.
What? Look, there's
Infer?
something in there.
I guess infer would be the right word.
Huh? Huh. What?
Alright, so we got a map. And some new information.
How about this?
This will kind of fill in as you explore, which I think is neat. Including rooms you've been into, or at least rooms you know what they are. Right here is R13, L2, R7, L25. I'm sure it doesn't mean anything. Right 13, L2, right 7. So 13, 2, 7, 25.
Hey. D.
No.
There we go.
Huh. Got it.
Well done, Ashley.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
This is...
Yes, a key. 2 keys, as a matter of fact.
I think we saw both those doors upstairs. One was Franny's room, which is like the Lotus.
Now we can get into those locked
And then there's
rooms.
a 3 Clover room.
What's this notebook?
Wells must have written it.
Master Leonard fell to an epidemic. That was his first son, I think. So he took in 2 children left behind, which are Henry and Thomas. I think his nephews, or not nephews, his great-grandkids? Grandkids? Something. They're related. 2 new rooms to be prepared for the children, the Golden Bird and the Silver Bird. They both married in 36, and then 43, when some random thing happened to the world. Specifically in America. And heading to war. They came back in 45. But battered and broken. Henry locks himself in the art studio, gazing endlessly at pieces he painted. Struggles with daily matters such as eating. But he's horribly depressed. 46, the patriarch set up his last will. 48, he got sick. And then the butler called the 2 boys back to the island. Only I hadn't written that letter and called them here. The fault is mine alone. Something happened.
Mr. Edward must have been your
after they got
great-grandfather,
here.
Dee.
You're probably right.
Henry and Thomas. If they were brothers and they were Lawrence's grandchildren... Dee? You alright?
Henry, enough already.
What are you trying to say, Thomas?
They got into an argument.
I just remembered something. Back then, Uncle Henry called my father Thomas.
Thomas? Your father's name is Thomas! Dee, that's great! You remembered your dad! Franny's father is Henry, Dee's father is Thomas, and Henry and Thomas were brothers. They died on this island in the same year. I wonder what happened. Dee looks so upset. He's probably wondering the same thing.
Hey.
Yeah.
Alright, onward to Franny's room. This way? This way. This one.
Yes, now we can look in Franny's room. Maybe you'll remember something else, Dee.
Yes.
Huh?
This is it, Ashley. This is Franny's room. This is where we play together.
see the relationships are starting to get more complicated. Alright, let's make a quick save here. Cool. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and then we'll continue with more of this, so I will be right back. Stay tuned. Alright, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. Back to another code. 2 memories. Let's look around.
Huh.
Huh.
What's with this doll? Its right arm is missing.
Really?
Yeah, I guess it broke off.
Dee, look at this doll.
Look at this doll.
I just remembered something.
What is it?
Franny made this doll.
Wow, she made this herself? Pretty impressive. The missing piece must be around here somewhere.
I don't think this doll is broken. I think it's supposed to be missing its right arm. This is a doll of Franny's father.
And?
And Franny's father was missing his right arm.
Really?
So he lost his arm in World War II. Basically what that means. Shame.
Oh man.
That was Franny's favorite.
These vintage bears are cool. I actually love teddy bears.
Suddenly I remembered that night. The one from my dreams. That night. On the table, there was a cake with candles and a bear with a red ribbon.
Here you go, Ashley. This is a present from Daddy.
Yeah, that's what Mom said. But Dad wasn't there. Where was he that night?
Ashley? What's wrong?
Dee, I remembered something too. When I saw the bear, my mom...
Your mother?
Yeah. I barely remember anything about her. But sometimes I have this dream. I feel like it ends in the middle, though. Like there's more to it. Huh. That reminds me of something Jessica said. She told me that if I meet my dad, I'll also learn about my mom.
Is that why you came here to see him?
Maybe.
This thing's obviously suspicious.
Hey, Dee, take a look at this doll.
It's Franny's. She made it to look like herself.
So this one is supposed to be Franny.
Yes.
What's wrong? Is something bothering you?
I remember something Franny said.
Dee, these dolls have to be nice to each other.
Cool.
If they get along, then...
Then what?
Sorry. That's all I remember.
The dolls need to get along? What does that mean?
So that's our puzzle hint. There's 3 spots, which implies 3 dolls. We know one's her father and one is Franny. So if they all need to get along... We don't have all the dolls yet, but I think I can place this one. Franny's father only has the left arm, which means he can only really go there if he wants to hold hands with any of the other dolls. So we're missing this right doll, and then presumably this will open this drawer. But we'll have to come back.
Huh?
We can look around on the rest of the shelf though while we're here. Ah. There's a QR code there.
Huh?
Got deep teddy bear lore. I'm assuming there's one of these in every room, but yeah, there is, because it shows you right there. There's one in that room. On the first floor. What room is that? That's the art room. Apparently I missed a... yeah, I missed one in the art room, I guess. This is from her father, saying it's hard to go into a room because because it reminds him of his daughter that he abandoned. Wants to finish another and then see with his own eyes how much Ashley's grown. Hey, what's up, Juker? Another code? Is the code subscribe? Incorrect. The code is Veronica. Hey, you know how in Code Veronica, when the game just asks you to enter a code at the end? And the code is Veronica? That was really cool. I like that. And the game never gives you a hint about what that code is. They just assume that you'll get the joke that it's Veronica. How's it going, Juker? This is the well, I'm playing through the remake of the DS game right now, which is the first part.
All right.
Of the Recollection. Chilling for an hour. Nice, nice. This took the 2D point-and-click adventure visual novel from the creators of Hotel Dusk and Little King's Story, and turned it into a full 3D adventure game with voice acting. And then there's the Wii sequel, which only got released in PAL regions, that also got a remake in this collection.
This is... Yes.
So it's like
Ashley.
two really obscure games getting a remake.
This room belonged to Franny's parents.
I'd say this game is pretty heavy on the visual novel section, especially for the first hour. It's really slow. Once you finally get into the mansion and kind of explore around, it gets pretty good.
Hey. Yeah?
You've upset a lot of workers with this, fired the lot of us and kicked us off the island. So these are the gold mine workers. After the patriarch died, they shut down the mine. And they just want to sit down and talk with them. We just want to talk in Minecraft.
No.
Pretty cool TV.
This is...
Anything in the back of the TV? Yes. There's a QR code crane. Of course. So these QR code cranes give you like a little bit of extra backstory into character motivations and fun little details. I'll kind of leave that up if people want to pause or come back to this and read them. There's one in every room. So this is a double bedroom for parents of probably Franny's parents, since it's right next to Franny's room. That would make the most sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Henry's wife. He was full of grief. And he could never get over his depression. He kept sealing himself off in the Silver Bird room, which we haven't opened yet. This is an important clue. I saw how you threw the sprout key into the fountain. I don't know who would write that down in a note to your husband that you're leaving with your child, but sure. That's a puzzle clue for later. We need that key. I think so. Instead of painting, which is what he used to do before he went off to war, he's been basically drinking himself to death. And then, yeah, she left.
Who's Marie?
Franny's mama.
Oh,
Why do you look so sad?
well, this is a goodbye letter. I don't know what happened between her mom and dad, but I'm sure Franny wanted them all to stay together.
And that's why she made the dolls, saying they have to all
That's why I'm sad.
be nice to each other, they have to play together.
Ashley.
Henry and Marie's room. I forget if there's other useful information here. Oh, there is one thing, I think. No, that's a different room. Pretty sure it's just the doll in here. And the letters. Yeah. Nothing in that chair, right? No. Alright, let's go. Hotel Dusk is cool. I found a paperclip. Hotel Dusk is a good game. It's a little obtuse, though. But it's a good game. Alright, back to Franny's room. Dude, everybody loves finding a paperclip. You ever find a paperclip? Smile in chat if you found a paperclip before. Anyway. I think that game's also a little bit tough to play on DS. This game on DS also apparently has some really obtuse puzzles. The nice thing about this particular version of the game is that it includes really extensive hint and direction systems. So if you just need like a push in the right direction, you could use that. Or if you need an explicit go here with an arrow, you can also do that.
Yeah.
Making the obtuse puzzles at least like approachable from a casual playthrough.
And in here we have...
I think this is also a really good game for... I think kids might be able to play this if it wasn't so slow. I think that's the biggest problem with it. It's an approachable, like,
I wonder which room
game
this
for
key's
kids.
for.
Maybe teens. The main character's 14, so that might hit a bit closer, but... I've never actually played the DS version of this game. I only heard about this game when they announced the Recollection. So this is my first time playing through this. Although this, right now, is my second time playing through this particular story, because I played through the DS remake off-stream on my own, just to kind of enjoy it. I haven't played through the Wii remake, though. I still plan on doing that on stream at some point, too, but I'm not sure if I want to play through it off-stream first, so I can kind of more easily direct where to go and not get lost. Or if the struggle would be interesting. I'm not sure. We got a key, though. Oh, wrong item. The sprout key. So now we can go in the sprout door, which is at the end of the hall. Right? No. The other side. Yeah, I've heard of Hotel Dusk, but I haven't heard of another code. It had a different name in Europe, apparently. Yeah, there's Resident Evil puzzles in this game, for sure.
Yes!
Which code did you hear of? Veronica? HD for Windows in 2011. With the added Wesker cutscenes at the end. Are you an average Steve Veronica enjoyer? Code Veronica is...
Not here either.
I don't think it's a great game, but it's still a pretty good Resident Evil. It has some plot problems, I will say. Especially as it's aged.
Huh.
My favorite Resident Evil is Dino Crisis.
It's a hummingbird.
It's crooked. This box.
Oh. Sheet music.
This
So
is
you
sheet
remember
music,
how
isn't it?
there was a piano on the first floor with a spot for sheet music, but we didn't have any sheet music? Now we do.
Why was it hidden behind a
My second favorite classic Resident Evil is Blue Stinger. Oh, Dino Crisis 3 I've heard is real bad. I do want to play through the second one, though. The second one's an action game, unlike a classic
there's a puzzle
survival
hidden in the
horror
sheet music?
tank control game.
If you solve the puzzle and play the music, you'll get to see the piano's secret.
What about Dino Stalker? The first-person light gun
I just remembered
dinosaur
something.
game on PS2.
This is the sheet music Franny played on the piano.
Where you walk with the D-pad on the light gun.
Oh, really? I wonder if I...
You can play?
I've tried playing that on stream, but man, it is awkward to move
Yeah,
on that tiny
I practice on
D-pad.
school piano once in a while.
Will you try playing this song?
I'll give it a shot. Maybe it'll help jog some more memories.
It's also
Franny told me there's
kind
a puzzle
of
hidden
difficult.
in the sheet music.
I wonder what it could be.
Huh, I wonder what it could be. What it could be. This puzzle's bullshit, by the way. So we got the sheet music. And you'll notice how it has 4 bars, although this bottom bar here is just blank. And it could just be blank, but it's weird that it is.
Huh?
Oh.
And you would only know this, really, if you have read sheet music before, so this is also kind of a bad puzzle in that aspect. But there's more that's bad about this. So for the moment, let me take a look at this again. I can activate my camera here, so let me take a photo of this for later. The game tells you can take photos of puzzles in case you want to go back and review them, so we'll do that. Bad puzzles also always require outside knowledge? Pretty much, yeah. This is, Henry's hangout room, I think? Or his office, at least. In the Sprout room. Got a little TV radio from the 40s here. And a desk.
Oh, darn it.
None of this is really what we need, though. We needed that sheet music, but there's more stuff here.
Oh.
Let's try, idiot. You didn't know the Pythagoras theorem and dependent on the position of Neptune in relation to the sun. If only you were smart enough to determine how fast this planet was rotating based on the distance from here to that planet based on our satellite imagery. You fool, you idiot, you moron. It's only 140 steps of math. How could you not know? Anyway. Aw. Can't light the candle holder.
Huh.
Lots of alcohol. This is all referring to Henry's drinking problems after the war. Clearly. So, the one big thing we got from this room is the music sheet. Everything else in here is basically useless. There might be a QR code. Actually, hold on. There might be a QR code right in here that I just don't know about. I think this is the Sprout room that I'm in right now. So yeah, in theory there is a QR code in here. I don't know where it is though. Alright, if you see it, I want you to yell real loud at the screen so everybody can hear you. Oh, never mind, I found it. That's him! That's Yakuza! Franny's just child actor Shirley Temple of Animal Crackers in my soup fame. It's true. That's true. This is telling you about the hummingbird imagery that's really popular in this mansion. They're a symbol of healing and love. In Japan, the crane has long been associated with good fortune. Ah. There's a lot of not so subtle imagery going on. Alright, so back to the piano room on the first floor. Actually, I could go... I kind of want to go back to the painting room while we're there to look for that crane. The art studio. That should have a crane in there, and I don't think I found one. Or maybe I did? I mean, look. Did I just not see a crane in here? What's this?
Huh. Hey.
Bill is coming.
Who?
Dad.
Interesting. Not the QR code crane, though. Aha. Quite the puzzle, Professor. Alright. I don't think this game was fully in 3D NDS. It was like still pictures, visual novel style, with a really sketchy look, kind of like Hotel Dusk. And then you moved room to room, like static pictures. This is actually a full reimagining of that in 3D, with voice acting. The DS game also didn't have voice acting. Alright, so obviously we need to put the music here.
You can do
play it. Good thing I practiced so much in Like a Dragon. Alright, so here's the bullshit puzzle. We know it's missing a line here. And there's this picture of the hummingbird, which looks like the photo that we took in the album. And there's the missing line. So what's dumb about this puzzle is they add a feature to the album, but don't tell you about it. And it's only used once in this single puzzle. And it's an overlay feature. So what I can do, again, they never explain this. I can take a photo of the sheet music in this specific spot after I've placed it. Not before. And then if I go back to my album, I can overlay one photo on top of the other one.
Yeah.
And that's how you get the solution. Not just that you know that that painting has the answer, but you have to physically put two photos on top of each other. This is the only time this puzzle ever comes up. Or this entire use case for this single, like, solution.
All right.
Or this feature. It's a really bad puzzle.
Yeah.
Alright, now we can play the song.
Here we go.
There we go. And then this, of course, opens up a bookcase, which has zombies behind it. And then it drops a necklace from a statue. But only after you knock it off the second floor railing to get the lion key. Yeah, there's a crank somewhere.
Huh?
Ashley, did you hear that?
Sounds like it triggered something. Let's look around. A box fell out of the piano. I wonder what it is.
This is... Granny found these on the beach.
That's the ghost that tried to
It's
approach you and
shells.
got leery?
They're kind of pretty.
Got Larry, even? Oh, shit.
Oh, right.
The closest
remember.
I would say this story
Granny found
is from other
These are our
media,
treasure.
and I think
She
this is
hid
still
them
very
there.
funny to me, is the live-action Casper movie
What's this card?
that
It looks like a
everybody
game
remembers and
cartridge.
definitely watched.
Is this Franny's
And
too?
not just me.
No. I've never seen that.
The story of this game is very, very similar to the Casper story. Yeah, that movie's definitely better
What's
than
that
any other
noise?
Casper property. I agree. It's more
the
Beetlejuice than
gas.
anything.
What's it doing? Did it read the card?
Alright, that's our DAS/Nintendo Swatch. And we got another key. 1. The
I've never seen this screen.
next one's on the second floor.
Is this a
Looks
map
like.
of the mansion?
On the other side,
One
the
of the
west
rooms
side.
is glowing.
What's this another key?
I have no idea.
So our dad was working on something
Another
called
key.
Another, and he's a brain scientist who does brain stuff. A neuroscientist, some might say. I think it was the 95 movie. It's been a while since I've watched it, sir. That sounds right.
What the?
Who's this?
Who are you?
I've been waiting for you.
Hey, that's that blonde fella that the captain told us about. Huh, wonder what this chapter is going to be about. Anyway.
Ashley, I'm your father.
Oh,
What?
well, that was kind of sudden, but
What do I do?
who the hell is the guy? I don't... What?
That's... He's my dad?
Ashley?
Yeah?
Look at you, all grown up.
Our deadbeat dad that abandoned us at 3 after our mom died.
I've been waiting for you to arrive.
I don't know what to say. There's so much I've always wished I could tell him. I can't even think straight. My heart feels like it's going to pound out of my chest. I've got a lump in my throat. I can't talk.
I don't know what to say. Just seeing you in front of me, it's a little overwhelming.
Dad.
Speaking of ripping out someone's heart and eating it to gain their strength, sir. We just watched You're the Hunter from the Future for this week's episode of Rough Cuts. Yo, that's Yakuza! I know him! That's Yakuza!
This is so weird. When he hugs me, I smell cigarettes.
So that implies he was the guy who was smoking in this room.
I finally met my dad. Dad?
We haven't released the episode yet because I still
Where's
need to edit
Jessica?
it tomorrow, but we recorded today.
Well,
my copy of You're the Hunter from the Future got eaten up in my
How is that
VCR while we
possible?
were watching, so I had to default
Did
to
Jessica
a
let you
separate
wander
copy.
off?
It was an interesting time.
No, she told me to stay put. I was being a brat, so she probably wanted to get away from me. I tried to catch up to her, but I couldn't. Then when I got near the
most
mansion,
recent
I heard
episode
her
though
scream.
was
I found her glasses on the
the
ground by the
cool
gate.
talking mule,
what?
starring Ice-T as
I
the
didn't hear
mule.
anything.
Why didn't you come to the dock to meet us?
Well, I was
Basically
conducting
doing a
this
Little
family
John
that took
impression.
longer than I expected. I'm sorry, Ashley.
Okay. I guess it was too important to walk away from, huh? I'm really worried about Jessica. If you haven't seen her either, we have to look for her.
Of course I'll help look for Jessica. By the way, did you bring the DAS?
Yeah. I have it right here.
My Nintendo Switch.
Good. I'm glad you got it, Ashley.
Why did you send it to me?
There'll be time to explain it all later. Just hold on to it for now.
Okay. Oh, yeah. The DAS made a weird noise earlier.
What? The screen is... The system's online. Okay. 2 in the West Wing and 1 in the East. Well, that's odd. One has already been unlocked.
Unlocked? Are you talking about this?
Oh, Ashley. Well done. Thank you for bringing this to me. Where did you find it?
It was in the piano.
I solved a puzzle,
Really?
you see.
What is this? Why was it in the piano?
It's a key that starts a very important device called the Another.
Another?
But Bill stole it.
The cutscene was so long that it started to go. The screensaver option cut in to dim it. Cool.
Who's Bill?
A scholar who helped me with my research. He was my assistant and is absolutely brilliant. But he betrayed me. He tried to steal the research we did on this island.
That Bill sounds like a real piece of shit.
Ashley, your mother and I dedicated our lives to our research on Another. But Bill wanted to claim it for himself.
That's horrible.
I managed to stop him, but he had already hidden the keys from me.
The Another needs keys?
That's right. There are 3 keys total. The remaining 2 should still be somewhere in this mansion.
I see.
What's another?
What is the another? Why are you out here all alone on this island? And you told Jessica to tell me you were dead? Why? Tell me everything. All of it.
Another was my and your mother's research project. Once complete, it could heal a great many people.
It can heal people?
That was the hope, anyway. But we knew there were people who might try to steal it from us. That's why I continued my work here, where no one could find me. I thought I could trust Bill, but it seems I was wrong.
That Bill's just a real piece of shit.
And I think Bill may have taken Jessica.
What?
She's in danger. We need to find her right away.
Used improperly with the
go
people in the
find her,
Casper,
right
the
now.
friendly ghost?
It's
No ghosts
not
are
so
friendly,
simple.
let's be honest.
I need to get the another keys in order to
Sorry, who's
protect
D?
it.
What?
Dad, we...
What do we do?
Let's split up. You look for Jessica, and I'll look for the another keys.
Uh-huh.
Ashley, I can't let you do that.
I'll be okay. I can find them using the DAS. I've already managed to solve all sorts of puzzles around here.
I'm a puzzle master, Professor.
Finding a few more keys will be no sweat, even if Bill's hidden them.
God, they need to make more Professor Layton games, because the Lady Layton
Okay.
games sucked ass.
If you're sure, I'll leave the keys to you.
That 3DS game that got the Switch port. Oh, that game was bad.
Just hurry and find Jessica.
Don't worry, I'll find her.
Didn't they announce
Hey,
a new Layton game?
Dad?
Yes?
For Switch?
Once we have all the another keys, and you find Jessica, then we can all
You hate drawing the
go
answers
home
on the DS? Yeah, they're a little
together.
funky.
Right?
I think it's
course.
a lot worse
So
on
the sooner you find those keys, the better, right?
emulator
Uh-huh.
than it is on actual
Well then.
console, though.
You should take this.
But it also depends on your handwriting.
Where should I start looking?
The DAS shows
Your
something on
handwriting?
the
Dog
second
shit.
floor of
Yeah,
the
see,
west
there,
wing.
there you go.
You should be able to get in with that key.
I love the
Thank
Layton
you.
games.
Dad?
Excluding
Now that place is dark,
Layton
so be careful.
the Ace Attorney.
I'm
that
sure I'll
game's
find
not very
Jessica
good.
soon.
It's
Meet you in
fine,
the
but
foyer?
it's not very good.
Deal. Okay.
I also wish that game was more
Good
Layton
luck.
than Ace Attorney. Oddly enough. I think it's actually a bit of a failure that it leans way harder into the Ace Attorney side. Doesn't really give Layton its due. What was that? He was grabbing at his arm. Like he was in pain? Huh. Well, anyway.
Ashley?
Huh? What?
I'm glad you finally got to meet your father.
Yeah.
You don't seem very happy. Is something wrong?
No, I'm happy. But... I don't know. I've got this weird feeling.
You probably just need a chance to take it all in.
Yeah. Maybe that's it. Dad couldn't see you.
That's because he only believes what he can see. Like every
That's
other
because
adult.
he ain't
I'm
afraid of no
used to
bed.
not being seen.
He ain't afraid of no sleep.
So, are you going to help your father?
A freaky ghost bed.
Of course. I want to help if I can. So, yeah. I'm gonna find the another keys for him.
I see.
Will you help me, Dee?
I would be happy to.
In case you were unaware, whenever you get a new monitor, the proper way to calibrate it is to play Bustin'. I don't make the rules, that's just how it works. You have to put busting on that monitor, otherwise you don't know if it's calibrated right with the colors and the, you know, VSync and everything that it needs. Alright, we got another key. I don't need these anymore now that I solved this puzzle, so let's clear out those. And then where we're looking for is on the... is it on the second floor? I think it's on the second floor. Also, did we get a key? We got the west key.
All right.
There we go. Made some mashed potatoes today using minced garlic. Cook it at a relatively low temperature, it turns green. Easy St. Patty's Day mashed potatoes. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. As long as you don't overcook the garlic. That's the hard part. Although if you're not putting like the aromatics in first and you're just kind of throwing them in with the potatoes, you're probably fine.
All this time.
Is there really another key hidden in here? Let's double check on the desk.
I suppose you would just boil the potatoes, then mash it, and add the garlic after, though. I'm thinking of a different recipe.
It's showing me a room deeper in.
This puzzle's a little
Maybe something
wonky
behind the
in this room
bookshelf.
also. This one kind of threw me for a loop for a little bit.
It's so dark. I can't just go fumbling around.
I'll check out.
So this room's
this way, Ashley.
dark. Not dark enough where me, the player, can't see, but dark enough where Ashley can't. And then it also does some things with camera angles that I think are a little bad. Puzzle. So one of the things we can do in this area is we can use a lighter on these candlesticks to make the room brighter.
Yeah.
And then this is also a first-person exploration area, which I think is neat. Back here's some extra candles underneath the books, which we'll need. There we go. One other thing. I don't think we actually need this candle lit. So I think I'm actually going to take this candle. And instead I'm going to light a candle up here. Which will be important for later.
All right.
Cool. This also has a section here. There's books that are between these two hummingbirds, which is like your hint that there's a puzzle here. Let's light a candle here. This lights up the books, which have hearts and club symbols, not unlike my Balatro deck. Take a picture of this. That's actually the only thing I need from this area, and I can take the candle back. Put the candle back. Alright, we'll leave that candle lit there, though. So when you walk over here, there's like this obvious hole in the ground that you need to progress. But you can't see, and it doesn't give you any clue that this is a thing you can interact with. It's just like, wow, a hole in the ground. So you keep wandering around lighting candles, and then you realize there's a freaking candlestick holder, which is different than all the other candlestick holders in this room, attached to the wall here. And this is actually what you need to do to realize there's a puzzle here. Which is the bullshit part of this room. Once you do that, then Ashley realizes there's a hole in the ground, even though I, the player, know there's a hole in the ground.
Ugh, this mansion's a death trap. Dad's really been. Now, where did Dee go?
So the question is, how do we get over the hole in the ground?
Oh. This is...
I've enjoyed reading books here ever since I was young. I wanted to be a novelist.
This is Thomas's library.
Come on, Dee, where are you? So to get over the hole to the other Huh? The bookshelf is crooked. It's a little wobbly.
I'm pretty sure this would, like, break the floor, since it's already pretty weak, but... Sure.
Maybe I can...
Ashley strong enough to lift a giant boulder the size of a medium boulder.
That was dangerous.
And also knock over a huge bookshelf.
Ashley? Are you...
Yeah. I'm fine. Dee sounds like he's farther in. I can use the bookshelf to get across now. Though it seems pretty unstable. This is so scary.
It is not remotely unstable. You could just walk across it. Again. Kind of makes it seem like a bigger puzzle than it is.
Phew, there he is.
Alright, Dee's looking at this bookshelf.
Dee!
Oh, Ashley.
So glad I finally found you.
I've been here before, with my father. He took me past the bookshelf. The room extends beyond it. And the another key is there. I'm sure of it.
The two birds know the order, is our clue here.
Huh?
Those are the two birds that we saw earlier with these books on that other bookshelf. So here's a fun thing. Remember how we solved the puzzle with the hummingbird? Where we overlaid one picture on the other one? And then that let us know how to solve the puzzle quickly, and then it kind of just did it for us. You remember that? Yeah, that shit don't work. Yeah, no, that does not work at all, actually. That is not the solution to this puzzle. Even though it's literally the same thing. So instead, what we need to do is just memorize this. And then manually move all of the books. So it's weird that they introduce a mechanic that is just irrelevant after that one puzzle. So it goes club, heart, club, club, heart, club, heart, club again, and then heart, heart, club, heart, 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 club, heart, and then club, 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 heart. So that's the puzzle. I took photo of that with my phone when I did this
man.
originally, because it was a
Bookshelf
pain in the
really
ass to go
moved.
between the two photos.
Oh no.
D!
D?
Crud.
Great. It closed. Now what do I do?
Oh, but D said he couldn't move between walls. And that's why D couldn't get in the front door.
Ugh, it won't
Whatever.
open.
Plot
Does
dictates that
this
he
mean
can
we're
now.
stuck?
Don't scare me like that.
Maybe bookshelves don't count as walls?
Ugh, forget it.
Or maybe
Let's
D's
just
just
find this key.
attached to Ashley? In some way? Vampire
According
rules?
to this,
Yeah,
it's
that could
nearby.
be
There's a
it. The room at the end.
That's...
What? Ah, puzzle.
Hey, wait up.
This puzzle's a little funky too. Let's look around here. There's this thing, which looks like a puzzle solution, but I can't look at it right now. Alright, let's go talk to D first.
D?
Hey.
Huh? Ashley. Maybe. Maybe.
The D stands for Dracula? That's true! Alright, so this is a plate that accepts 3, like, coin slots. And here's some coins.
Huh.
On a scale.
Hey.
With different moon phases. So we'll come back to that. We saw something that looked like that scale here.
What's this?
And also the slot.
Ashley.
Can you solve this D?
What?
From
What?
Franny.
Huh. What?
Invisible ink.
Hey.
Huh.
So this is also a puzzle clue. That this has probably been drawn with invisible ink on it. AKA lemon juice.
Yeah. Maybe.
This is also motion. This is easier to do without a Pro Controller, I will say. The Pro Controller is just really like finicky and weird at times about its movement. There we go.
Yes.
So a scale, we want the symbol in the middle of the scale to be to the left at a 45-degree angle, to the right at a 45-degree angle, and then straight.
Hey.
Equal. So that's our clue to how to solve the coin puzzles. Now we just need to weigh everything.
What's this?
This puzzle's a little tedious, I think. So the half moon's not used, because it's too heavy. We know that's not one of them. This one's too light. Which means it's probably the gibbous moons and the new moon. Or the full moon, the gibbous, and the new moon. So the full moon's to the right. Which should be the second one, I believe. The gibbous is to the left. So it should go gibbous, full moon, and then probably new moon. If that's equal. Yep. Okay. So gibbous, full moon, new moon.
All right.
Just like the Twilight series.
Maybe.
You could also just brute force this. There's not that many coins. I suppose.
What was that sound?
Not too many permutations.
Figures there was some trick to this fireplace.
Whoa. Guess we should go through. A secret room behind a fireplace is just next level.
It's unbelievable.
Have you been in here before?
No. At least not that I recall.
Okay. Let's light this room up a bit. Scan that QR code.
What is this? It's empty.
If you don't look at this item, I think you get the bad ending.
Father?
By the way,
What is it, Dee?
this is one of the required D memory items.
I just remembered something. Father opened this case. He kind of stared into it, and inside it, it was a gun. But where could it be now?
So he's Thomas's son. Thomas was the one that was a novelist and also horribly depressed after the war. Henry is the one who lost his arm and was a drunk after the war.
Ashley.
A gun in a gun case? In this economy?
Hey.
Alright, we have a puzzle here, but we don't know the solution, so... 2 4-digit numbers. We'll keep looking.
Hey. That's it. Hey.
Baseball?
Wait!
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
Hey,
it.
anybody who loves baseball, say baseball in the chat.
Looks like a letter.
That's what I
wonder
thought.
what it says.
November 28th, 1948. Dear D, happy 12th birthday. You're the first friend I made on this island. I'm so happy to celebrate your birthday. Hope we get to keep having lots of fun together, Franny. 11/28, and his birthday would be 1936. Because it's his 12th birthday on the 48th. 1948, I should say. So 11/28, 1936.
This was from...
That must... It's a birthday card from Franny to you.
Huh.
You don't remember?
No. But this...
Which means now you know when your
Yeah.
Alright, well we know we need 2 digits, so...
Father.
Let's start on this side. 11/28.
All right.
1936. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's wild. That's the same code as my luggage. What are the odds?
Yes.
Father.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's the another key.
There it is. Another. That's on the first floor, at the end of the hall. Opposite of where the piano room was.
That means there's just one more to find. What's the matter, Dee?
The things in here were all important to Father.
Let's take a look and see what he kept in here.
A shoe?
This is... Dee?
Ashley.
Only one shoe. Okay.
Who?
Father. Yeah. Maybe.
Huh?
Part of his manuscript, yeah. Somebody. Pool dried up pen.
Ashley.
Oh.
How do you wear shoes if you're a ghost, D? Well, D wasn't always a ghost. Right? But why would his father only keep one of his shoes? Ah, under a pseudonym.
This is...
He was going to Henry to try and borrow money, I guess. Because he wasn't making money with his novels.
Just one more, another key to go.
Where in the world is it hiding?
Okay, let's save. After we go down to that floor in a second. Let's save now, though. I'm gonna try and get through at least this third chapter today. There's 7 chapters total, but The last 2 chapters are pretty short, I think. These are the last chapters. Alright, we are done here. I think. Oh, right. There's a door here. I'm being very dumb. This goes out to the hallway, which we haven't been on yet, the 2nd floor hallway.
What?
Ashley.
Yeah. I can't get it open. What is it, Dee?
I'm scared.
Ghosts can get scared?
We need to go. I want to go. Now. Far away from here.
Okay, sure.
So something happened in that room. Something to terrify Dee. This is like the cellar. Looks like. Is that a QR code crane?
Now?
Oh shit. I haven't been getting all the QR codes. They're kind of hidden well in some of the rooms. I don't think you get anything for getting all of them, though. It's not like a secret bonus ending,
you
I
could
think.
cook for 100 people at
Just
once
extra
in
lore.
here. They must have had a fancy Just being in here is making me hungry.
I just remembered. We had turkey the first time I came to this.
Turkey? Now I'm hungry jealous.
I wish I had turkey right now. Dang. Coffee preferences. I'm sure that's very important information. So this kitchen looks like it would be interesting, but there's actually nothing in here. You just need to go to the next room after getting the QR code.
A family used to gather around this table to eat together. What's that?
That looks like Jessica's stuff, maybe? No, somebody's stuff.
Hey.
And a wallet? Yeah.
I wonder who left this. Is that? Looks like a newspaper clipping. But what's it about?
Psycho Robbins was found dead in her home, suffered from a gunshot wound to her chest. Her daughter 3 was found in the closet. Child was unharmed. The scene was discovered by Dr. Psycho Robbins' husband, Dr. Richard Robbins. Police took him into custody as a suspect for questioning for her murder.
What? Mom was murdered? And Dad was a suspect? Was Jessica hiding this?
I'm not giving you the another.
Oh, Mom.
Is something the matter, Ashley?
No. It's nothing.
You know, just I found out my mom got murdered. Nothing big.
How about this?
Alright, whoever was in that chair was eating chocolate. And there was another person in this chair that was smoking, it looks like. And their drink got knocked over.
What the?
The another is a device we're building to control memory. Once it's complete, we believe it'll be useful aid in supporting people with emotional trauma, like those that sustained accidents or war.
Oh.
So there was some fight between our dad smoking and whoever was eating the chocolate over here. However, if you remember, our dad also supposedly drew photos of us, or like pictures of us, and what he thought we might look like, and there was chocolate next to those photos. A mystery. Another QR code crane here. Canned goods life? Oh no, our dad's has just been eating SpaghettiOs and Chef Boyardee. Oh no. And this is the lounge where Henry
What's this room?
also drank himself. Stupid.
The lounge. It's where Father used to drink.
It's weird to me that people need an entire room to just drink in. Something really odd about
Another
that.
key is in here.
I guess I never really understood the drinking lifestyle.
What? Dad?
Recent means somebody was in this room. The obvious thing to look out for would be that radio hum. But there's a QR code over here. Off-putting radio. The lore about this radio is that... Here, let me pull it up. Oh, I don't need this anymore. 1 second. You know, I got 10 of the 14 so far. I'm actually doing pretty okay this time on these. There's a few I didn't get, and there's 3 I can't get right now, and there's this one that I just didn't get. I could go back and look for that, I suppose. What I was looking for, though, is the radio. I found a radio last night in the lounge. No matter what channel you change it to, it always plays the same song. And when you tried to adjust its tuning, it did nothing but static. Turned it off, but the moment you stood to leave, it turned itself back on and kept playing that song. Spoopy. It's a ghost radio. Some ghost keeps turning this thing on and turning it to a song.
Oh, it's the radio.
No.
What's up?
I can hear music mixed in with the static.
Really? Huh.
I can. Can you help me hear it more?
Maybe if I...
I don't think this one's too much of an actual puzzle. It's just kind of fiddle around with it. So as you rotate this one, it keeps going up until a certain point where it stops. So you just want to turn that as high as possible, and then turn this until it goes into the green.
Oh.
There we go. And then this one, you're just trying to find the station. There we go. Very DS puzzle,
I
I
know
would
this
say.
song. It's what we played on the piano earlier.
I remember it now. The Miracle of the Blue Moon.
What?
It's the title of the song. It was quite popular, long before you were born.
Oh.
Father loved this song. Can I listen to it for a moment?
Of course. Aw, it ended. What the?
Another.
It's in another key.
Hidden in the radio? I'd never have imagined that.
That's all three.
That's the third one.
So you found all three?
I hope Dad will be happy.
I'm sure he will be.
Let's take the keys to him. He said he'd be waiting in the foyer.
Alright, first things first, I want to go back up to that second floor to see if I can get that, train. Since we're close to getting them all anyway. So this one's in that big room on the top left. Which is... That's the scary room. Ah, we can't go in there yet. Okay. That's the room where D said let's leave because I'm scared. Right. We can unlock this, I think?
Oh, good.
No. What's this room? Yeah, this is the room we can unlock.
Oh!
Leading back to the foyer. Words?
I wonder if Dad found Jessica.
There he is.
He didn't do anything. He's just standing there. What an ass. Didn't even try.
Dad! Did you find Jessica?
No, not yet.
Oh.
More importantly, did you find the another keys?
Sure did. Check it out.
You found all three. Excellent work, Ashley. Now hand them over.
Wait.
The keys.
Wow, it's almost like he cares more about the keys than his own daughter.
Hey, Dad?
Smile.
Let's go look for Jessica first. We can go together.
No, restarting another comes first. Give me the keys, Ashley.
Okay. If you say so. But I wanted to ask you a few things first.
Things? What things?
I was so young when you left. I can't even remember you. I know nothing about you, Dad. I'd just like to talk. You know? Like we're a family.
All right. But be quick.
Oh, okay.
What should I ask first? I
can't decide. There's too much. Jessica, another, this weird old mansion, and that newspaper article. Aren't you worried about Jessica? You said you'd go looking.
I did. And I will find her. Once we've finished activating another.
So we have the keys. But what is another anyway? You said another is something that might heal people?
It is exactly that. And the secret of another is that it alters memories.
Cool.
That's how it can heal people, by adjusting or removing painful memories. We could even cure PTSD. With this machine, we can read and write directly to the brain's neurology, like it's a hard drive.
Cool.
Oh, it's a waste of time explaining something you can't understand.
What a jerk.
I don't understand the details, but it sounds amazing.
Amazing. That's one word for it. So amazing that your mother dedicated her life to its research.
Her life?
She believed that another was... She believed it was worth protecting at all costs.
Uh-huh.
Come along, Ashley. I'll show you another. It's a grand piece of work left behind by Sayoko.
I don't know if I want to see it. When I was hunting for the keys, I found this newspaper article.
Huh?
Article? What article?
It says... Dad, it says you...
What is it?
It says you're a suspect in Mom's murder.
Oh. And just where did you find that?
It didn't
Some
look like
bullet I
Dee was
found in
doing
the
much
dining
there,
hall.
but Dee was pogging internally.
I see.
It says you... The things in this article are just...
Can you remember what happened that night?
sort of. I dream about it, but...
Tell me about the dream.
I'm 3 years old. I'm crying in a closet. And then someone says my name.
Do you know who it is?
No. That's always when the dream ends.
I wasn't the one who shot her.
Oh. That's... good? That you didn't do it. I mean, it's just... I didn't know she'd been shot. But why? And who?
Her murderer was never found.
Yeah, that's
When
good,
all of
I
this
guess.
is over,
But you didn't murder her, haha. Yeah, sure.
Yes, what?
when this is over, me and Jessica and you, we can go home. Together.
God, he's just so impatient
Right?
with her.
As long as we can complete another, yes. What is it?
I know another was an amazing achievement. And maybe it can help heal a lot of people. But another is the reason Mom was killed, right? I guess that freaks me out a bit. I just want to live a normal life with you, Dad. That's all. So let's go find Jessica and get off this island. All 3 of us. I think we need to prioritize finding Jessica over your experiments with another. She might be in trouble. Please, Dad?
No!
Ah!
What?
That was a different
Ashley?
person.
Completing another was your mother's greatest wish. I can't leave this island without finishing our work.
But Dad...
I must finish another.
Dad, forget about it! Another isn't as important to me as you! Please, just come home with me and Jessica!
That's enough out of you! Why don't you listen to me? I don't have anything else. Another is all I have left.
Dad of the Year award. What's next? He's gonna throw her off a cliff into a volcano?
Why don't you listen to me?
I'm nothing to him. Is that it?
I'm sorry I yelled at you. But I need you to stop making more problems for me. Now, give me the another keys.
This seems legit.
Dad! Okay. Fine. I won't interrupt your time with another anymore. Here they are. Can't do your important research without them. Dad?
I need to go prep another for boot up. Stay here until I'm done with it.
Dad. He doesn't care about me or Jessica. He doesn't care at all. That man, he might be Richard Robbins, Jessica's brother, the person my mom married, but he's not my dad. Someone like that couldn't be. I don't want to be in this messed up place. I want to go home. I want to find Jessica and just go home.
Hey, Dee,
I remember, Father.
Ah!
He was killed in this mansion.
For real?
Yes. In the Silver Bird room.
That was the room Dee was scared to go by. Yeah, stay here. Don't move from the spot. Okay, Ash? Come on. Pretty suspicious looking door. To a Resident Evil, some might say. Chapter 3. Done. Ketchup.
Where are you, Dee? What did you remember?
He was killed. In the Silver Bird room.
Dee, What happened in the Silver Bird room? I need to find Dee.
Did I ever open this? Yes. This is a shortcut to the hallway without going through all those rooms. I think. Kitchen. Dining room. Sort of, yeah. Okay. Upstairs. And then this is the Silver Bird room, I think.
This must be the Silver Bird room. Won't open. Must be locked.
Dee? Are you in there?
Guess not. Maybe I can peek through the keyhole.
I knew it! He is in there! Dee! It's me! Dee!
He won't look at me. What's going on with him? Something must have happened. Maybe he remembered something really traumatic.
I need to get in there.
But how can I get the door open? Where could the key be?
So one thing we'll remember is that in Henry's ex-wife's goodbye letter, she said, "I saw you throw that Silver Bird key into the fountain."
Huh.
And the main thing to do at this point is to follow our dad outside. Which in that cutscene, I believe we saw a fountain near the door. This is our next big puzzle.
Whoa, this garden. Look at all these flowers. Has Dad been taking care of these or something? Nah, no way. He's too into his lab to take care of flowers. Nah. Ah. Oh yeah.
Alright, let's save and call that here for today. And we'll continue and probably finish this section of the game, which is the DS game, next time we do this.